Okay, now I am at home and I will be finishing the story of this UFC 303. So I was talking about Diego Lopes against Brian Ortega, and I think Diego Lopes will win this fight, maybe by a knockout or submission. I think it's gonna be really hard for him to knock Brian Ortega out, especially because this fight is another level. I don't think it will be easy as it was for his last three fights. Diego Lopes. Bro, I think he's gonna win, bro. I think he has everything to win the fight. I think it's gonna be really great for him because like top three in the world. He's like top 14 if I'm not mistaken right now. And if he wins, he's gonna be top three. And I know that like. Oh, and also Brian Ortega has been saying that he's gonna move up division to lightweight. I'm not sure about that, but I've heard it. I don't know if it's true. But the thing is, even if Diego Lopes wins this fight, I don't think he's gonna be the next contender at a 145 pounds championship. Because we have Topuria as the champion right now, and he's gonna fight Max Holloway probably. And then if he wins against Max Holloway, which I think is gonna be the sickest fight ever, if he wins, he's gonna fight Volk again, because I think Volk has his shot at the title after defending it for I don't know 5 or 6 times like straight. So yeah, but I think Diego Lopes is gonna be top 3 in the world by Monday. By Saturday night, actually, he's gonna win, and that's what we will have. It's gonna be great for him. But I want to talk about now Alex Poatan Pereira against Jiri Prochazka 2. It's gonna be, bro. I know, like, not just because I'm Brazilian, but like, I'm not saying this because I'm Brazilian, but Alex Pereira Poatan. I think he's the biggest star in the UFC right now that is not named Conor McGregor, right? Because, bro, what this guy has been doing is astonishing, is incredible, is like almost like miracle, almost a miracle. Because if you think about his career, what he's been doing, so many big things in a short amount of time. Like 2 years ago he wasn't even champion in the in the middleweight division, and now he's 2 champion, right? 2 belts, 2 divisions. Bro, this is incredible. Alex Poatan, I think he is and I mean, as a Brazilian guy saying, Alex Poatan is a example here in Brazil. People follow him, people love him. A little bit, I would say, like, not better than Charles Oliveira, because people love him more than they do love Alex Pereira here in Brazil, because Charles Oliveira, he had the hype when he was champion, and when he became champion against Michael Chandler, and then he had that run, Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, and like, he was unstoppable, and he got like 7 million followers on Instagram. And if I'm not mistaken, Alex Pereira has less than that. Okay, so he's not like more famous than Charles, but like, if you're talking about the sport, if you're talking about like sportsmanship, he's above Charles, not just because he's like double champ, whatever, he's the champ right now, but because of the things he's been doing, like main event of UFC 300, and now he's the main event 303, like getting the fight on short notice to fight Jiri Prochazka. I mean, he won the last fight, but it's still a dangerous fight for him to take, because I think he had like 2 broken fingers when he fought Jamal Hill in the UFC 300. And now he's gonna fight Jiri again, bro. I think he's gonna knock him out again, especially because I think like he already has the range, he already has like in his mind, he's like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Because when they fought like for the first time, you could see that Alex Pereira in the first round, as he's always, he wasn't like slick. You know, he was like kind of like how can I say? He was composed. You know, a lot more composed than he is usually is, right? Um, and this I think is because Hiro Prohaska has like I don't know how to say that in English. I don't know, like the opposite of orthodox. I don't know how to say that, but he has some weird way to fight. You know, he's weird. That's the truth. He's a knockout artist. I think from his 30 fights that he won, like 27 were by knockout. So he has power. He's weird. And in UFC 300, we saw against Hakik, it was actually a really, I mean, I thought he was gonna lose that fight, you know. But I think Alex Pereira will win this fight, you know. I think it's gonna be the greatest story, like the greatest short story for a fighter in the UFC, in the MMA, because like with like 11 fights in MMA, he's like double champ of the UFC, you know. What else could we ask for? You know, people are talking about him moving up to heavyweight. I don't think that's gonna happen because, bro, let's be honest, he's perfect for lightweight division. He's not big enough to light heavyweight actually. He's perfect for the light heavyweight division, and I don't think he has the frame to fight at heavyweight. You know, those guys I think would be too much for him. But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Because it's like Spartan. He's like Pereira. He can do stuff. You know, he can shut people with his mouth. So that's what I think is going to happen, bro. And that's it.